Hi and welcome, Aries. It's the Wishing Moon here to bring you your January 2019 reading. Also, I'm going to do a one card pull for the yearly reading. And I'll do a Who's Your Next Soulmate in the mix there. And close it out with a one card pull for an abundance angel card, because it's Capricorn season and it's time to make goals and get some advice on abundance. Okay, so we'll see how that plays out. I just wanted to share my part of my altar with you. So I'm doing it with all the signs and I hope you enjoy. I'll start your reading in just a minute. Hey Aries, I'm back. I'm starting with these Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. And we'll talk about January and see how that feels for Aries 2019. I take jumpers just like that. I want 3 cards to start with. Disruption. That's the Tower card, by the way, in the Rider-Waite deck. This is the Triumph card, is the Chariot card. I think I'm going to pull closer in. There we go. And then we'll ask for one more. So end out January. So right now you guys could be, I mean, if it hasn't happened already, then it's coming very soon, this Tower moment. Okay. Good. Listen, the Tower moment is here for a reason. So don't be scared of the Tower moment. I'm actually, depending on what's going on in my life, you know, if my life is going well and smooth, then the Tower moment, of course, doesn't come in to necessarily bring, you know, something better. But if you have some things you want to create, if you want a new job, if you want more things out of life, Tower moments are brought to you sometimes to shake that up so you can actually see the possibilities of something new coming in, you know? So it's about a tower, a structure, a belief system being broken down and rebuilt. And I say rebuilt, and actually it's not always rebuilt, because sometimes it's just broken down and you kind of stay in that. Excuse me, I'm like just getting over this nasty cold. Sometimes it's broken down and then you stay, some people stay, and there's some times in life that you need to stay in the broken pieces for a little bit. You know, say you don't know what the next step is, say you don't know how to start building again. You know, you don't want to start building again on something faulty. You don't want to go from breaking down the bricks of this foundation, right, to go to like building it with straw. You know what I mean? Like, you want to start with some solid foundation again. So Tower moment, yes, but I feel like it's a positive. I think it's in order for you guys to see what you're allowing to get away from you. I get this feeling, it's like what aren't you taking control of? What are the goals that you've waited to set? You know, like, what are the goals that like you don't feel like you're capable of you know, achieving? So yeah, it's like, hey, let's break down this belief system to create new goals. And it's goals associated with the third eye chakra, which is knowing. That's the chakra of knowing, of seeing things further than, you know, what your eye can see, but knowing that there is something greater out there for you. And look at that, new beginnings after that. Of course, like, you know, after, this is the Fool card, by the way, after this Tower moment, there's always a new beginning, because it breaks you down to force you to create a new beginning. Okay. So yeah, no, good though. I think the beginning of January, this is going to happen, if not the end of December. I think that it's not, I don't think it's going to be kind of a big deal. These are all major arcanas. The third eye chakra is a little, I can call it a major arcana, you know. All the cards in this deck with the black backgrounds, the black borders are major arcanas, okay? You got the Tower, the Chariot, third eye chakra, and the Fool. That's big stuff. Big changes. So it's not something that's going to like just kind of go under the radar, you know? You know, sometimes you get the minor arcana, you kind of get some petty things going on, but this is not that way. This is major changes. This is major disruption. This is also major new triumphs and beginnings, you know? Major new way of looking at things. Changes of the way you look at things, changes of your structure in your life. Okay, I'm going to pull some additional cards onto this. I think we'll use these cards. Okay, I'm just going to use my Rider-Waite deck. So, let's see. I'm just going to pull one card for each one. Disruption. Yeah, awesome. I mean, that's exactly what I wanted to see. By the way, I have someone here doing work on my patio, so you might hear some knocking. The Sun card with disruption. I mean, really, you couldn't get a better card to accompany this Tower moment. Like saying that this is not only like necessary, but it's like happily necessary. Like it's a positive change that will happen out of it. And that's the feeling I'm getting anyway. You know, it's going to feel different. It's going to feel it's going to feel like change. You know, you're going to feel something is definitely different. It might be related to love, by the way. Could be related to Virgo. Could be related to Gemini. Could be related to Leo, okay? Those are the three signs that are on the table. By the way, again, all major arcanas so far. Like this is like major changes for Aries. Like 2019 is going to open up with a bang. Like it's going to open up with a huge shift and change. Someone's going to feel really happy, though, that this change is happening. It's not going to be a change for the worse. It's going to be change absolutely for the better. And you're going to know it. I do feel like there's a choice maybe needed to be made because you took this disruption, disruption is, I don't even want to look at that word anymore because that's really not what the Tower feels like to me. It feels like rebuilding. That's the word that should be on there, rebuilding. So rebuilding with the Sun, like amazing. Then going into the Hermit mode and then having to make a choice. Okay, let's see how it ends up the end of January for you guys. Aries. Okay. So third eye chakra, let's get one for that one. I feel like January also, you'll be able to look at people and know who's telling the truth or not. Oh, damn. I swear. Oh my goodness. Like, damn, Aries, you guys are doing great. January looks like friggin' amazing for you guys. This came out with this. I mean, seriously. If you're in a relationship, this is a great indicator that you might get married in January. You might get engaged in January. You you might move in together. And that could be just what the tower is saying. That change is that maybe the rebuilding because you're now solidifying your relationship. So for singles, I'll do, who's your next soulmate. But this kind of feels like for the people, for those that are in a relationship, like I even feel like if you guys were apart or planning on taking a break or something like that, that it'll all work itself out in like just in the month of January. You don't even have to go any further in the year. Like I have a feeling that the yeah, as for couples, it's just very good for couples. This is a really good couple reading. Like anyone who is a couple right now, their their relationship is going to, especially with a Virgo, if someone's in a relationship with a Virgo right now, any earth sign actually, especially if they're younger, like a younger earth sign, it doesn't have to be younger, but more youthful energy. It's a amazing time for you guys. So the world being reversed makes me pause just, sorry about that, pause just slightly because here we are, new beginnings. You know, you're taking this leap of faith. You're feeling really good about yourself and very courageous, by the way, and really stable and feeling like you know exactly what you want and you're moving forward with it. And the sun's got your back. You've got all these things like rebuilding, but then the world comes up and you like, is it fear? Is it fear that's causing you to not step into this new world? Is it, I'm getting the energy of control, is something have to do with it? But let's see. I just want one more for the world card. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I didn't expect that. So, and bottom of the deck is the Ten of Cups. It's just like fulfillment, joy, happiness, harmony. So the High Priestess reverse is like some, whatever the hidden motives, you know, are going to come out. Maybe this change causes like friction in your like money, in your like solitude. It could be something like that. Like you don't want anyone to like tell you what to do. Maybe you don't want someone to move in and like now they're in your space. Like I'm getting this like feeling of like a relationship that's going to the next level, and it might be going maybe a little too quickly for you, or you don't feel like you're settled enough for it, or something like that. Like you're not ready to settle. It's a good relationship. There's love there. There's harmony there. Just I want to ease your mind because like I don't want you to miss out on this relationship because you maybe are getting a little like hesitant, you know. Like just this tower moment does not dictate everything, you know. It's an amazing chance for you to start something new. Like I said, if you're dealing with an earth sign, this is great. If you're dealing with somebody who is like a page of pentacles, which is somebody who is youthful yet grounded, they're considerate. They know how to support you. Uh, I see Virgo. Like I said, I see Virgo, but it could be any earth sign. Anyway, so I mean, the signs aren't that important. There's a few signs here, and it's just that if we're talking specific, you know, to this one person, I feel like somebody needs to hear that this is a really good, positive relationship and not to be scared. So January for everybody else, you know, if you're in a relationship, like I said, it's going to the next level. It is elevating. It is a good union. Is positive. It is bringing with it all the things that are possible. You'll need to get out of this energy of not feeling like you are in control or feeling like you know, need to know everything. You just need to let the universe handle some of it, and the world will flip, you know, and you'll get to step into this new world. Okay, sorry that wasn't for everyone, but whatever. Can't make everybody happy, right? Let's see. I realized that with these last group of readings, you know, I like gave so much energy into this group of readings because it's like the yearly reading, right? And I realized some people, you can't make everybody happy, you know. Let's see. So let's do who's your next soulmate next. And for Aries, 2019. So those of you looking for a new next soulmate, this is for you. Who's your next soulmate? Who's Aries' next soulmate? And I enjoy these longer videos because then I get to really hit into source and into the energies of the different signs, you know, especially like during certain seasons, like Capricorn season. You know, I want to get grounded. I want to get deep into the meat of everything, you know, and like that's good. But you know, like let's say Sag season or like even Aries season or something. I don't. I shouldn't have said Sag. See, Sag came out. I'm gonna take these back. I'm gonna concentrate. But like I was just saying, like during certain seasons, you know, you kind of want to do them a little quicker, a little faster. Like everything has to be in that mode. Okay, Aries. Who's your next soulmate? Aries, who's your next soulmate? Clear vision. Aries, who's your next soulmate? 2019. Clear messages. Oh, goodness. Oh, lots of cards. I think I'm going to take those two. Someone from the past. Could be a water sign. I think almost every sign got the Wheel of Fortune in some respect. I feel like that energy is insanely prevalent. That energy of movement and change is insanely prevalent for 2019. So you are no different in that respect. Everybody, every single sign. Wheel of Fortune. It's like movement. It's like the minute you think things are settled, it's going to move. It's going to change. The minute you start to wallow in something, it's going to flip. So just be ready for all kinds of movement for 2019. Lots of movement, lots of change. Okay, I think that's it for, so we'll do one line for you and one line for the soulmate, and I'm not sure who it is, who's who yet. We'll get to it. But someone from the past. It could be a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I feel like right now they are, or this could be you, but this feels like your partner's energy. Right now they are not emotionally stable right now. They might be just reminiscing about you and missing you, and you don't know about it yet. I think they're going to, because this is Knight of Swords, right? They're going to cut through the bull, and they're going to actually, that's communication. Swords are communication. They're going to actually reach out and talk to you. I think timing's going to be a big factor in you guys connecting. I feel like it's going to be a happenstance kind of meeting. Even it could be something like that, like you randomly run into them, you know. Let me pull some cards on the other side. What's going on? Who's your next soulmate? It could be a, like I said, it could be a water sign. It looks like water only right now. The Knight of Swords is energy, and it's like swift moving communication. I feel like maybe they, like I said, I feel like maybe they're waiting on the timing to be right to reach out. I think they are a little bit worried about what you're going to say. It could be a Libra. Yeah, I feel like it's like they're worried about your tongue and like you not accepting their offer. You like they feel like you might make them. This could be either way. I mean, I feel like you guys are almost mirroring each other in a sense, like something was done. It was somebody broke up a home. Some kind of injustice happened with one of you. So, you know, whoever did this person is the one who feels like an injustice was done to them, and it's like, now I want justice kind of feeling. The Ace of Swords reverse. It's like, I don't care I don't want to listen to what you have to say. I don't really care what you have to say. I know what was done to me kind of feeling. The Magician in reverse, it's like, there's a manipulation in there. I feel like that person was actually manipulated and feels like now it's time for justice. And there's lots of sadness and crying and sorrow surrounding the situation. So, yeah, the person who did all of that is trying to, oh gosh, I can't even see. Sorry. The person that did all that is trying to come back and talk. And I don't know if they've changed. It doesn't really show that they've changed or anything like that. I feel like they're just missing you. I feel like they know that they didn't give you like a fair shot. I get this feeling like they know they didn't give you what you needed. They know they didn't nurture you the way they needed to. I mean, like, I'm hopeful. Like, I want to say, because it's like your next soulmate, right? So I want to say that they've changed, but I don't see that. I don't see that they've changed. I don't see that you're actually going to forgive them. I feel like it's like maybe it's just something that needs to be cleared. Maybe you just need the justice to happen. It could be that you need to do this, and maybe that's why it's coming out in your reading that, okay, maybe you need to clear out some past crap that you did to somebody, and that's why it's here. Because I do see manipulation in there, I do see sorrow, I see lies. Um, yeah, I mean, somebody's coming in real fast. I don't know. I feel like somebody maybe actually won something even. I don't know why I got this winning. Like something about winning. Like they won something, won some money or something, and they're coming in to tell you, or you're gonna go tell them. Um, yeah, interesting. This is super interesting for soulmate. Very interesting energy I'm getting. This person's gonna have like either blonde, they're gonna be blonde, or they're gonna have like grays in their hair, like even if it like premature grays, they could be young with just like a little some kind of silver salt and peppery thing, or some guy, or like just some grays in their hair. Yeah, I see some silvery hair, some like blonde or silvery. Okay. Um, hmm. So you might have. I see this. I'm just looking at this card now, and like the energy I'm getting is like see that tower in the background burning up. Okay, and you know how you had the tower earlier. There might be a correlation between this where they're coming in right at the time, and this is why maybe you let them back in. This is why maybe like it becomes like if I were to look at this and say, God, like, why would you let this person back, But that's not, I'm not trying to judge anybody. It's just that, like, if I look at these cards, I'm like, God, this is like rough. Like, it would be hard to get over some of the things in this spread. But when I think about it, I see this tower back here on fire. They might get in because of a tower moment you're having. Like, where you don't have any other options, or like you're at your most vulnerable and they come in with like the right things to say. I mean, listen, it still could be lies and deceit, but there's a clearing that happens. I mean, look, these three cards together tell me there's a clearing that has to happen. Like, you guys have to get to the heart of the matter and clear it out, and make the justice, like create the justice for both of you. I don't know who, like I said, I don't know who did the wrong. So whoever, it's never one-sided, right? But it's like whoever feels like they were being used, or they were lied to, um, that's the one that wants the justice, and you might get it because of the way it looks, but it's going to be at your most vulnerable. You're not going to be at like your highest. You're not going to be like all like happy and in love with someone else, and then you run into your ex, and it's all like, oh my god, like, you know what I mean. It's going to be like the worst timing. Like, you're going to be down and out and like looking shabby, you know what I mean, like looking broken, and you're going to run into your ex, and they're gonna be like, "Damn, what happened? Are you okay?" You know what I mean? And it's gonna open this whole it's gonna open this whole dialogue between you guys, and hopefully you'll get some answers That's what I would want. I would want like, what? Why'd you do this to me? Kind of feeling. Okay. All right. Okay, Aries. I mean that was all right. Sorry. I mean, listen, clearing things out is good too. So maybe you just need to clear some stuff out. Okay, let's pull one angel card because they're always good for the like just why we need to do this. Okay, let's see. Why does oh damn too many? I swear. Oh yeah. All right. Past life relationship. You've known each other before. You know that already. I told you. Playfulness to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine, and love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I mean, this is right on. I feel like the playfulness is I didn't expect, but good. You know, Aries go into this very playful, very silly, very like no, don't take it that serious. Like you're gonna maybe run into somebody and just be like, damn, you know, like of course I did, and just laugh it off. And love yourself first. So remember, like even moving, if you're thinking about taking this person back, you need to love yourself before you can even think about loving them again. Okay, and whatever they have put you through, you got to let go of. All right, can't start a relationship with a bunch of baggage. Okay, one card pull for each month. Okay, so Aries 2019, January. Okay, January, emotional withdrawal. So maybe you just need to take some time alone. I did see that Hermit card in the beginning, and that always calls for some time for meditation, time to close yourself off from the world a bit. February, maybe just with your other person, by the way. Transformation, that is the death card. And remember we talked about this, like I feel like this tower moment along with this death card is a good indicator that some major changes are going to happen in your life. And so February, it looks like that's the time for that. March, material and spiritual prosperity. I'll move this over like this. It's like so far away from me, sorry. There we go, try it like that. Okay, so March looks great. Material and spiritual prosperity. So whatever these transformations that you have made the month before are paying off for you, basically. That's the victory card again. So yeah. Good victory in the material realm for 2019 for Aries. Okay, April. April, Aries. Oh my gosh, I smell cookies for some reason. Isn't that weird? I'm not cooking anything. No cookies, nothing. Somebody cooking cookies out there, like chocolate chip cookies I smell. Maybe I want some chocolate chip cookies. Okay. April. April for Aries. Clear messages. Oh, there's one. Okay. So memories of love. Yeah, I mean, I feel like somebody's coming in. This is that same card again, 6 of Cups card we got earlier in the other deck. And it just indicates to me that someone is really thinking about you, and you actually might be the one going to reach out to them. You might be the one that's thinking of them and going to reach out to them. So April, you might actually randomly run into them during April, by the way. Sacral chakra. So you might not only randomly run into them, but you might actually hook up with them. You might see them and then get so excited and be like, oh my God, like I miss you so much. And you might actually end up in bed with them. Sacral chakra is the sexuality chakra, basically. Chakra of your reproductive organs. And it's also about, talks about birth, you know, birthing something creative, things like that. So if it's not a love interest, which kind of feels like it, then it's like you're reminiscing about things from childhood that you wanted to create, and now it's a time to start the birthing process of that. Start the inception, not birth, but inception process. Okay. And it's going to bring with it material harvest. So good for you. So you start this, you know, growing. It's growing within you. And then, you know, it's going to start making its way out into the world. So it starts to hit ground. Well, it's not quite there yet, but it's starting to grow and you're going to nurture it, okay? That's what that feels like. Okay, so what are we up to? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. So that's the first half of the year. Good stuff. First half, okay? 2019 looks good. Second half now. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, yes. So remember I was just saying, like, so the material harvest, this is like you growing it. But this is actually it now, like, coming into fruition. So here we go. Like, you planted the seed. You're now like, this is you. If you're pregnant, you know, and you could be pregnant, this could be pregnancy. You could have gotten pregnant having a one-night stand with someone from your past. Maybe not one-night stand, but, you know, hooking up with someone or starting a new relationship with someone from your past. And this could be just like you gestating it. So here's the baby. You giving it love, energy, and then now, you know, it's come out and it's starting to like show, like people are starting to see you have a baby bump, you know, like something like that. But doesn't, like I said, it doesn't have to be, that's just an example. Like it doesn't have to be that. It could be, it's certainly material. It can certainly be material. There's lots of material things going on here. So you're changing the way that you think about money, and then you get prosperity. And by the way, when you change the way you think about money, you change the way you spiritually think about everything. Because money is a vibration that has a lot to do with a lot of different things. So when you start to change the way you feel about money, you change the way you spiritually feel about yourself and your worth, okay? So memories of love now come in where it's like, oh, I remember when I used to feel, these are the things I wanted to do when I was a kid, you know? These are the things that I wanted to accomplish, like in my life, for my well-being, for my happiness, for my money, for my wealth, you know? And the sacral chakra is like, now I want to birth this. This is like the spark of the idea, you know, the spark of the creativity. And then the sexual energy and money and spirituality are all intertwined. Okay. So that could just be, you know, that commingling going on. Material harvest comes out of it. So here you are, like giving energy to this new idea, this, you know, this new baby you're trying to create. And then it starts to take hold, and you're like, oh, wait, I can do this. So it could be, we could be talking about a new business. We could be talking about putting energy into something else that makes you happy. regardless, the way you transform, the way you change, the old way of thinking is creating this, okay? Partnership and alliances, awesome. So really, like, we're talking about love. Then we're talking about it being very, very positive. Like the energy you're putting into it, even if it's just sexuality, by the way. Sexuality is amazing and wonderful in itself, okay? So we don't have to like demean it. And I did just now because I said just, right? But like we don't. Because sexuality is really important too, okay? So if it's sexuality and you're putting in energy towards it and it's creating this a rebuilding of a partnership, good. That's awesome, right? It's like an alliance. That's amazing. That's working together. That's creating something together. So it could be a baby. It could be a child. It could be a business. It could be something like that. And then wisdom coming out of it. Like it could be something spiritually based, by the way, because that's the Hierophant card, and that's like something potentially spiritually based, occult based. It could be like surrounding a corporation. It could be education, by the way. It could be talking about going back to school or something around education. It could be actually creating some kind of like something for education or spirituality. And spiritual strength just came out again. And destiny. Wheel of Fortune again. I'm telling you, there are, I don't remember how many cards are in here. 52, 56, I don't remember. There's a lot of cards. Like, look, there's a lot of cards in this deck. It's not like, and I'm pulling just 12, you know. Sometimes a few more, but that's it. So, but every single person has gotten this Wheel of Fortune card, this Destiny card in their pull for 2019. And so that's the energy of 2019. It's about change. It's about growth. It's about, being open to change, basically. Because it's saying, this combo is saying, like, stay grounded in who you are, right? Stay grounded. Feel the energy of being supported. And I feel like you are being supported, by the way. And especially towards the end of 2019. And then hop on the wheel and let it turn. Like, this is positive energy flow, positive luck, positive partnerships and areas to go into. It's a really positive mix there. That's a good mix. All right, so the last 2 months, November, December. 2019 for Aries. Okay, November. Power. Yeah, a lot of people are getting this too. So it could be dealing with a Leo, but that's the Strength card in the Rider-Waite. But it is talking about great. This is how you ended up. Good. So it's talking about having the strength and power and control to go after the things that you really want to do. You have the backup. You have the change and the opportunities, because this Wheel of Fortune card also talks about timing, karma, opportunities, things like that. And saying that, excuse me, that you're on, if you're feeling like you're on this end, this, by the end of the month, you'll be on the top again. If you're feeling here, potentially by the end of the month, you'll feel down here. It just, like, there's going to be changes, and you're going to have to, like, strike while the iron's hot. So the moment that the opportunities present themselves, especially in, October, that is the time to take the leap of faith, to jump, to yeah, to go jump on, hop on the wheel, hop on the wheel. Okay, that they keep telling me hop on the wheel. Okay, and then we've got power after that. So there's power in that energy, in taking the leap when it's necessary. Okay, so November, you're gonna feel like really great about taking the opportunities, like grasping those opportunities, and then you end up in December with rejoice in celebration. Okay, so awesome. Like, and your patience and planning has paid off. So whatever the opportunities that come up, and you took them, that's gonna actually allow you to rejoice in the choices you made. So yeah, no, great year, Aries. Like, you have a good year coming. I didn't see any pitfalls. I didn't see anything that would cause issue. I think you're going to find someone to help you this year. If not in January, it'll actually maybe even start out right away. Um, I think it might be somebody from your past, however, so just look out for that. Okay, awesome. And then I'm just going to pull one last card. I'm just going to pull an Angel of Abundance Oracle card. I got these for Christmas for myself. And actually, I got like, I don't know, 6 decks for myself. But I'm just kind of using them slowly. So we'll just pull one for this lovely abundance creating year. And it came out already. Oh, yeah, okay. That makes sense. So, employment change, okay? I kind of feel like Aries may do, if you haven't changed your employment just recently, I say December, January, and maybe even February, I feel like you guys may be looking for a new job. I also think that a lot of Aries might want to start their own business and go into partnership with somebody to start a new business. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if I can get this in. Here we go. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. All right. I swear, I don't think any of these pictures resonate with the what they say, but I think they're still pretty. It's really funny. Look at all those moons. Okay, cool. Well, employment change. So you're backed by the universe. If there's going to be a change in your employment, you'll have all the necessary things that you need to do that. Okay. So I'm going to open up my website probably in about 2 weeks, actually, to offer first 7 people, a 20-minute session with me. We could do it over the phone or Skype or whatever. And it's just going to be like a goal setting session. I'll kind of drill down and find out what the emotional blocks are to why you don't have those, why you don't have what you want right now, so whatever your goal is, if you want to be in love, if you want to be rich, if you want to have a family, whatever, we'll just figure out why you don't have that, what the emotional component is to it, and we'll do a little tarot, and yeah, so I'm just going to try this out a little bit and see what happens. I don't have it open yet on my website. I'm actually working on figuring out a calendar to do this. So just keep tuned. And then my website is thewishingmoon.com. Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Love you guys. Bye.